Hello everyone, this is Pat with our daily Oracle card reading and message for Wednesday, the 24th of July, 2013. For today's reading, I do have a card that I've already started to pick earlier, and it's from the Messages from Your Angels Oracle card deck. And I also felt guided to call from Archangel Michael's Oracle card deck today. So we'll see what these messages are, but this one is Arielle, and it says, new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. So allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. So what speaks to me in this is the allowing your gifts to open. Acknowledge that they're there. The pictures you see in your mind's eye, the knowing about, when to call somebody or that someone's going to call you. Knowing that when you're thinking about that person, a lot of times they're thinking about you. And if you make that connection, you'll find, oh, I was just thinking about you. So it's urging you to acknowledge those experiences. You may even have had a deceased loved one that's visited you, or you felt their presence very closely. Acknowledge that as well as part of the opening of your spiritual gifts, okay? And it says to also allow them to open through study, prayer, and meditation. The more you quiet your mind, the more those experiences it'll enhance the experience, it'll help them to grow, and it'll help you to understand them better. But it's also important to, as the card indicates, maybe study and through prayer for help with understanding, the images or the sensations or the impressions that you get. To help you understand if you've had a really wild or vivid dream, you're not sure if it's prophetic or metaphorical, ask, pray about it, and ask for guidance in interpreting it. And a lot of us who do these readings for the public on YouTube or privately for people, we've engaged in a course of study that helped us to develop these abilities. So it's, if there is some course of study that you feel called to develop it, it's part of allowing your gifts to open. And this includes gifts of healing, where maybe you feel called to take a Reiki class or some other form of healing and energy healing. So, but it's calling you to acknowledge these gifts today. I know I come across a lot of people and they just blow up, oh, it's so weird. This just happened, or it's so weird. It's really not weird. It's a very natural part of our abilities. And so that's what this card a lot of times speaks to, is acknowledging it and allowing those gifts to open for you, okay? Because they show you the truth about things and the truth about yourself, okay? So, and if you find them very troubling, you can ask the angels and the Holy Spirit for help having peace around it, okay? And maybe for the right mentor for you to help you understand your own gifts and abilities a lot better. So that's what that card, and in terms of, as a follow-up to the cards that we got yesterday, which was music for manifesting and daydreaming, you may have found in the course of your daydreaming that there was awarenesses that came to you, or that there's psychic experiences happening to you. Somebody who calls, they know that they're going to call before the phone rings. You get that inner knowing that something's going to happen. Those are all part of our spiritual gifts. So they may be enhanced today. You might find that they are, happening for you more than usual. Or it's just a sign for you that, maybe they've been happening all along, and it's a sign for you to acknowledge them. Anyways, if in any way, maybe that's why I felt called to draw in Archangel Michael today, because if in any way you feel afraid of these experiences, if in any way you have a spirit around you that you don't feel comfortable with, call on Archangel Michael for protection, okay? And that may be why I felt guided to bring him into the cards today, to the reading. Let's see what his message is for us. Michael is a very strong and protective angel. Oh, my buzzer going off in the background, sorry. All right, nothing's jumping out at us, so Michael, what do you wish us to know? What do you wish the folks listening to this video? Okay, go forward fearlessly. And that is a strong message from Michael, to take the next steps that you need to take. The prayer in the card says, thank you for walking with me every step of the way, for holding my hand, giving me confidence and courage, and guiding my thoughts and actions in the direction of love and my true life's purpose. Okay? I feel like for some people this is a message about leadership and stepping into roles of leadership, that it's time for you to go forward and move forward into that fearlessly. Sometimes there's a lot of us out there who are, like reluctant leaders. We don't feel ready or qualified to be, leading others or to be someone that people look up to for guidance and wisdom. But Michael's saying go forward into that fearlessly. And, know that he's there to protect you and walk with you every step of the way. But know that it's just time. It's time for you to step into this role. It's time for your message to be out there, for, your light to shine, for, whatever wisdom that you have to be passed on. And it's part of, whatever role that you have to play in the plan of peace, in the great plan, if you want to call it. So he's, pay attention to these intuitive messages that you get. Pay attention to your intuition and move forward with it fearlessly. I know in the past couple of days I've gotten the claircognizance card from the Archangels, which is pay attention to your thoughts and ideas. It's about divine inspiration. And this card certainly speaks to that too, and it's time to move forward fearlessly with it. And this includes any new directions that you've been guided to go in. New classes, new learning, and it's like a little bit like a leap of faith, but Michael's right there to be with you while you take it. A leap of faith into something that may be very different for you, or it just, it feels a little bit fearful because it's a big step. So Michael's guiding you forwardly on that. Okay? I'm trying to see if there's any other messages that I get from this card as I look at it. And he's got it's like the golden light or chalice here that he's got in his hands. And it's almost like a gift that he's extending out to you. And he's got the stars and like a halo all around his head. And when I see things like that, it's just symbolic of the golden energy that it's purifying, it's empowering, and it's there to bring you additional guidance. And as I mentioned, I feel like this has to do with stepping into roles of leadership, and those who are leaders or masters often have a scepter or some element, some thing that they have that holds power. And that's what this, to me, when I look at this ball of light, that's what it speaks to. I mean, in this image, Michael is he's almost very kingly looking. And it's, a king is someone we think of as someone who embodies wisdom and power. And that's what it's time to move forward with, is your own wisdom and power. Trust your intuition and move forward with it. So anyways, those are the messages I get from those today. I look forward to speaking with you again soon. I hope you have a lovely Wednesday. Take care, everyone, and have faith. Michael is by your side.